Hey, this is all about following the signs. I would love to share a few things about following the signs, follow your guidance, following and honoring the synchronicities that are happening into your life, because it's actually in life literally all about that. If you're able to call in the magic into your life, then you will live a pretty magical reality, which definitely is very, very fulfilling, which means that you will experience a really happy life, let's say. It's a big word. I notice within myself that I'm almost doubting to use the word because there's quite some weight on that word since a few years. Some people call it a hype and others say it's not real and all these kind of things. But yeah, eventually these are all just perspectives and visions from people, and still Buddha is allowed to talk about happiness and everything. Everyone thinks he's cool, and I think we shouldn't be afraid of that word, and we shouldn't reject the word. If we reject the word happiness, if we don't believe that happiness exists, then that probably means that something within yourself is resisting the belief, the possibility to live a happy, fulfilling life. So I do want to talk about this, and I do want to keep on writing about this, because that's the essence of life. In the end, we all want to live, whether we are ready for it or not, whether we feel resistance or not, but we do want to live a happy life. And I want to help you with that. If you would like to, I want to inspire people if they want to get inspired. And one of the major things that can really contribute to live a happy, fulfilling life is to listen to the signs of life. They all come to us in different ways. You might get other signs, different kind of signs than I get, but we do know actually for ourselves, whether we are really consciously working with it or not, that there is something like that was a clear sign, a yes or a no, or it was pointing more towards that direction, or my intuition told me then probably that's the way to go. And if you honor these signs, if you value them, if you allow them to play their role and to be meaningful for you, and if you then make your choices according to what these signs have been showing you, then life gets pretty simple. Then the decisions are much easier to take. It does require some openness though, and flexibility, and it really helps to just get rid of all those statistics and how it should be in life, and what the neighbor thinks about you, and what your family thinks about you, or what they think that you should do, and all these kind of things. If this is still like in the forefront of your head, then probably it might be hard at some points to follow the signs. For example, when I got a million signs to travel to Italy and to South Italy, I didn't understand with my mind why I should travel to Italy. I've been traveling a lot in the last few years. I've been discovering places all over the world because I got called there. Every time again I got a calling, and I just followed that, and it's been the most blissful, beautiful, magical, realistic time of my life. The most real as it has ever been. So magical is definitely real. And for me it's the same thing. There's nothing unreal about a magical life or experience or encounter. So when I got all those signs to go to Italy, I just had to honor that. And for example, when I decided to leave eventually, my father said, hey, just now when it's becoming nice weather in Belgium, there is this nice late summer week coming up, and now you're leaving. And I was like, And at the same time, no, I just have to go. Whether the weather is nice here or not, I just have to go. You know, the calling is big and the time is now. I have to go. And it literally had to be that way, because if I look at everything that happened in this journey here in Italy, then I literally had to be there at that day and at that moment and at that day and at that moment to meet that person and to experience that particular thing. And if I would have waited 1 week, then everything would have been different. I just knew now is the time, this is the day, I have to go now. It's almost as if you're pushed out of your house and you just have to leave and chase that dream or follow the signs or surf on that flow of life. It's really, that is really what you have to do in that moment if you choose to honor that. So having done that, I've literally experienced a crazy magical time with a million synchronicities. I can't start sharing them in this video. I won't, it would take too long, but as some of you know, I'm writing about it and it's just crazy, hilarious and fantastic and wonderful and magical and real what happens in your life when you allow yourself to follow the flow, when you know, there's no room for fear or doubt or nothing. It's just, it's free, it's open, and you just go and jump and allow life to shower you with gifts and blessings, because that's what happens. Now, I fully realize that not everyone is into traveling, that not everyone is able to be traveling, although there might be some excuses within you that might tell you that things are not possible, whatever that might be, traveling or something else. A lot of times we are just holding ourselves back right here. But I just want to say that whether you are a mother with 4 children living at home, not working, and maybe watching this thinking like, yeah, right, but you know, that's your life, what can I do with that? Then please offer yourself the openness to experience the magic of life, because whether I'm traveling or just in Belgium and living my life there, I can go to the supermarket and have a crazy magical encounter with someone, or anything literally could happen that brings in some amazing beauty into my life. It's really just about being open wherever you are. This is not about traveling and being called to Italy. This is about following the signs wherever you are. So there's literally no excuse to not be ready for this, or to say, oh, I can't do that, because if you are, then ask yourself why. I wish you, all of you, to experience a really, really lovely life full of gifts and beauty. And the more you can open up for life itself and for its divine flow, and the more you can see the signs, because you got to see them in the first place, then honor them and then act upon them, the more amazing your life will become and the more happier you will become. I've experienced crazy amounts of happiness flowing through my life. It just, you know, it flows through every vein and every cell of your body. Eventually you just become this fully, completely happy person. It doesn't mean that bad things or negative things or harder things or whatever doesn't happen anymore into your life. You will attract them less, way less than before. And if they are happening into your life, you know, you just look at them differently and you will ask yourself, okay, what's the gift in there? And eventually you will see that even in that situation there is some kind of magic. It's a different kind of magic. But if you're able to turn around a negative or difficult or painful situation into something, oh wow, well, it has brought me this, then that's pure alchemy, and that's magic too. So basically everything holds the potential to be a really powerful, beautiful, magical, whatever you want to call it, experience in your life. So yeah, it's about choosing, you know, through which glasses you want to look at life and how you want to experience life and yourself, being a person walking around on this planet, being on a mission, and yeah, being open for whatever wants to flow into your life. So I hope this message was in some way inspiring. You're always welcome to leave any comments or questions or experiences that you had yourself. And yeah, I believe that if we all take care of our own personal reality, that we can improve ourselves as beings. And imagine that every person in the world would do that. Just that, you know, taking care of themselves, every person. Then the whole world would become such a different place to live in. It would feel so differently on this planet. It would look so differently. Just imagine. And the only thing you have to do is taking care of yourself, not even of someone else. You can. You'll feel. Okay. Much love. Ciao, ciao from South Italy. Mwah.